You love to put on what?
Strap-on dildo.
Maybe the Stewie up there.
Dad, are you going to lend me the money or not?
No, I'm not going to lend it. You want to be rich? I know what you did. You're a damn credit risk. All right, just get the hell out of here.
That's great.
Hey, the one thing you do care about. Okay, then I quit as your son.
Got everything. Hello and welcome to Balls Out No Flops, episode 92, and a wrap up of round 3 of the NRL. Round 2 of the NRL in 2022. That's auspicious. My name is Larry Floyd, and I am joined by Morton, the Iron Curtain Paragon,
Greetings, comrade.
and Ray.
That's all you'll get from him.
Can't do Carney.
Hello.
Hey, gentlemen. What a round of football, eh? Oh, and we started off with the classic Robert De Niro and Cape Fear.
And that's how you've been laughing lately.
He's
You
having
got
a
a
laugh.
twitch in the eye. You're a fucking psychopath lately.
Good. Finally.
You have been, mate. Seriously. Just watch
Finally. Don't psycho shame me. Can't do that anymore.
out. This was my week, right? I was driving around Sydney. I'm fucking been getting fines left, right, and centre. It's been shitting me. The speed traps now are everywhere, and you can get done for under 10Ks. Those guys are at night as well. They set up at night
For under 10Ks, going 10Ks under the limit.
No,
He's driving
You know
at
what I mean.
4K.
For over 10Ks.
On the
Over-
M4.
over
10K.
5.
over 5, and driving around potholes, right?
Potholes.
Driving around potholes
And potheads.
and they're not fixed. And potheads.
He's the pothead. For those of you, our international listeners, it's been raining a hell of a lot in Sydney, and the roads are like the road to Mordor.
Yeah, why aren't they fixing these fucking potholes? Like, it's been a few weeks now. They've got all our money from these fucking revenue from the fines. Anyway, I was
All
thinking,
your money.
I was driving and I was thinking about potholes, and I was thinking, fucking, how funny would it be if there was potholes on the stadium, on the field? Each team could pick 3 potholes and strategically place them on the field before the game. And while I was thinking this, I went over 5Ks and I got another fucking fine.
Yeah,
That's how easy they get you, mate.
you can't think and drive. You
No.
just don't have the capacity to multitask
you
in that
get-
fashion.
You get sidetracked and then you fuck straight away in Sydney. I'm sick of it. But anyway, where would you put your potholes in the field?
I'd put one about 10 metres out straight in front of the goalposts.
That's
The ankle breaker, that one.
They call that the dummy half pothole. That
Because
one.
everything's frenzied in that area.
Yeah, it
they're
is.
not
And
gonna
you
see
forget.
it. Yeah,
You
you'll
forget. You
I
forget.
put one about 4.7. My other two would be about 4.75 metres away from the try line, right on each sideline. So when that winger takes off for that big diving
That's where my one would go.
End up in the fucking grandstand.
snap,
Yeah, that's good. I'd line them up all, around that 10-metre line, and then, a couple on the corners for the winger. And make the game, and maybe one right in the centre of the field where the kickoff is.
Well, why don't we
See,
just go with fucking mines? Forget the potholes. Let's just blow them up.
I was going to
we
ask
won a
that.
game, bloody hell.
What about you get 5 potholes and one of them is randomly mined?
And your trainer has to come out with fucking headphones and the metal detector.
While you're playing.
Yeah, while you're playing the sweep for the mine.
You know what I also like on the field, mate? A good old-fashioned cricket pitch right in the middle. There's nothing more Australian than turning up to a rugby league match with a cricket pitch in the middle.
Man, I got hammered on one of those by this big fat Greek cunt once. He just
What was her name?
she. Well, I don't know, even know. Just smashed me there.
Yeah. Well,
just on the cricket pitch.
it changed your whole fucking, strategy. And, like, do you run through it and, get injured if you get tackled on it, or do you run around it? And a lot of the times the teams I played in ran around it.
I look like Mad Dog Hoke after it.
He did a hard grubber with the first bounce into the cricket pitch.
Oh, yes.
Like 20 metres in the air.
Yes.
So use what you got. I got a rule change as well
Okay.
because I was watching Tavita Pangai Jr. the other night.
What do you think Tapita Pangai Senior looks like?
Better.
You reckon?
Much better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Smaller, lot smaller.
Smaller,
Lot
more
smaller.
agile, and probably fitter, which is where I'm going. Because
Okay.
Tavita Pangai Jr. can only play for 5 minutes at a time, and then he's just gone. So I think to combat this scourge of the unfit in rugby league, at the start of the game, the opposition captain can demand that one of the 17 from the opposition plays the whole game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yep.
This started with Fui Moi Moi, in my opinion. I blame him for this.
Yep. Turning up out of shape.
Yep, I blame him for global warming. I blame him for global conflicts.
What was the other big fat guy who played for Para Warriors?
Mark
Tuku. Yeah, I blame him as well.
Yeah.
But he probably could do an 80-minute session.
In McDonald's. I stood behind him in a McDonald's one day. He ordered 5 burgers. Mark Tukey. This is while he was playing.
Mate, I saw him outside KFC with a bucket of chicken. It was the fucking bucket they have outside, the big one, the sign.
George Rose would have struggled too.
Georgie Rose. George Burgess wouldn't.
I like that. There should also be a minimum, like you have to play a minimum of 30 minutes each player. So you can't just go in there and do a 15-minute stint.
No stints.
Yeah.
I don't like stints. I don't like the word, and I don't like the meaning. I probably don't like the etymology either.
You're all about stints, mate. You come home, you have a kip. That's a stint.
Stint.
I didn't get one today, did I? I can't remember. You were
Nah,
fucking
you're going to be
sitting there
grumpy.
eating.
You're fucking more than usual.
Stint stopper.
Yeah. Stint blocker.
Stint repellent. Do they make roads out of different stuff in the Northern Hemisphere? Like, it rains there a lot. They have snow. Do their roads fall apart like shit? Or are we just making ours out of tofu? What's
Ours
going
are
on?
shit, mate. Not only is the potholes are fucking huge, man. And you know what? I think if the government can't fix it, the NRL should step in. All those players that are on fucking, they've got on fines and suspended, they can pick up some fucking shovels.
Pick
and
up
they
the
can
tools, mate.
Get out there and get it done for your local community.
Not driving on a road that's been repaired by an NRL player.
Like, Dukes, what are you saying? You wouldn't go over a pothole at Dukesfield?
The hole that Dukes.
I'm outraged.
I think they need to cut their slack and just get out there.
Dukes ain't filling no holes. He's counselling. He's got a diploma in counselling.
Oh, that's right.
He's not filling holes. This is some pleb.
He's filling minds
Yeah.
and pipes.
Let's get to football.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. Storm, 15. Souths, 14. Intriguing game, this one. 3 tries each. Storm are up 14-0 after
excited.
23 minutes and don't score for the rest of the game. You've got Latrell missing a conversion at 14-12. You got Latrell absolutely slapping a field goal over from 48, which hit
joyous.
the back fence. Although, did you see on the Andrew Johns thing the other night, he showed Joe Lydon in the 80s, an English player,
Yeah.
in a Challenge Cup. He hit one from 60.
No way.
60, mate.
The ball would have been
Well, they
so
talked about the ball.
different.
Remember, it was. Remember, they used to have those rounder ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Still 60
More
minutes.
like a union ball.
And then
Wow.
Souths get level and Pappenhausen finishes them off.
Fucking Joe Dirt. Joe
Well,
Exotic.
He's belling me like a grand wizard or something. Like he's turned his mop into a fucking champion fullback. He's a mop.
Yeah.
He's basically a mop.
Yeah, he's
Strange
on a-
body too, Pappenhausen.
A
Odd,
stick.
odd body.
Yeah. It looks like a stick insect that went on the gear. Some bro science. Yeah, interesting game. Good game.
You got excited, didn't you?
Not the first 60 minutes. I was
Yeah,
spewing.
but-
I thought, here's the decline. Here we go. This
You
is
had your
it.
hands up, waving around again, didn't you?
He's doing that ET thing.
You mean dumb cunt 1 and dumb cunt 2?
I'm too.
You mean T-Rex, not E.T.?
No, man, ET, if you look at yourself lately.
Want shirts off? Are we up to shirts off? Because I'll fucking do it. It was, yeah.
You nearly had it, man.
First 60 minutes. Look, kudos to Demetrio because Jackson Paul was just dropping everything that fucking came his way.
Because his name's backwards. Paul Jackson's way better now.
Yeah, that's something.
That is.
Yeah, okay, Paul Jackson dropped everything that came his way. So what they did then is switch him and Tane Milne on the right wing into the left centre. Paul Jackson becomes the best fucking winger of the game.
He was great.
And then Tane Milne fucking...
Why didn't he do that at the start?
He's so smart.
I'm saying that a lot of coaches just let that shit go and they let it go for 3 or 4 more rounds before they think, oh, I'm going to make a change. He did it on the field. And Latrell came into the game, injected himself into the game, and we were fucking there. We could have beat the cunts down there. We've never done that.
That's crazy stuff.
Never
done it.
I know. Is that the only...
Oh, because when we came into the comp, right, they had just started and they were fucking strong. We came back into the comp.
Yeah, but every other team's beating them there, mate.
But we didn't have a good team for like 10 years.
Shut up. We won down there with Lachlan Lewis a few years ago. He stole all their shit, but still, we won.
Okay. I don't know.
Going by...
I'm not making excuses.
Coaching decisions, Damien Hook. He got the hook. Was it a hook?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it? Well, you're the Souths guy. Did he actually hook him or not?
There was nothing wrong with him.
He got hooked. That's
got hooked.
crazy. That's another brave decision.
Yeah.
Like, that's a high paid...
Fucking put Hookie on the market.
Yeah.
He does nothing. He's shit. He can't pass.
Yeah.
And that's a dummy half's bread and butter.
Yeah. He runs well on the sand, though. So they keep telling us.
Apparently he's a beach sprinter.
You nearly had him. It was close. It was what a great game. Like the
Good finish.
Even the dropout for you guys to get the ball back. Like the game was over.
Oh yeah. Well, they kicked it and went dead. It was their penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
We take a dropout. It was a dropout, not a penalty. We take the dropout. Ilias bounces up high.
It's crazy.
It hits 3 meters and bounces a fucking another 7. Ilias grabs it. Oh, we're away.
That's crazy. There was a penalty in the game where the referee just blatantly said, I don't know what that was for. It came from upstairs. Did you hear that?
It was insanity. Yeah, it was.
He's like, I don't know what it was for. It just came up from upstairs. That's just fucking horrible.
Was it against us?
Let's just say.
To get you riled up. Outrage. Can I tell you this? That fucking stealing the ball rule has to go out the window.
Yeah.
It is bullshit. It is absolute fucking bullshit. And the Storm roared it like they roared everything else. Those disgusting purple fucking bitches.
It's a dog act.
They have 3 in there, right? Yeah. This is what happened twice. 3 in the tackle, wrapped up tightly. Solomon has got his arm in around the ball. Yep. Right, so the ball's secured, right? That's it, tackle. 2 peel off, and then he pulls the ball out.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. That's dog act. You can't do that.
Nah. If you're going to do it, it's one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Vincent the Panther, will agree with you. He's probably fucking playing with himself as we speak. But he hates that rule, and I agree, man. It's just horrible. It's a simple fix. If it's one-on-one,
one-on-one
sweet,
only.
perfect.
Ever.
Who goes to a fight 3-on-1?
Me.
You go to
It's in the DNA.
Really? What do you do? They can't just throw to Bolt or Cody every time.
No.
I'm still worried about Souths. I'm sorry to say, mate.
Yeah, look, the thing is, we lost Reynolds. Huge fucking error. Huge error. And I think Blake Solly, the CEO, has to go for that. He needs to fuck off. He needs to get sacked.
You're really just being tight asses, right?
I'm not sure. But I think Ilias has got the pedigree. But you got to remember, the kid hasn't played for 2 years. He hasn't played a game in 2 years because there's been no reserve grade and there's been no lower grade.
Someone raised a good point. You guys were meant to have Milford.
Yeah, that was coach, Demetrio.
Did he? Well, you were meant to have him, so Ilias wasn't really meant to just come on the scene like this, but then that all fell through.
Milford would have been any good.
Oh, we don't know.
I know. He would have been shit.
What's with Latrell Mitchell, mate? I'm just like, oh, man, the way he was carrying on, like the world's against him. Like, we like you, mate. It's all good. It's all good. Just calm down. And then, is he a werewolf? Because that interview he did, he just kept talking about the beast. Oh, the beast comes out and all this. So, is he a werewolf or not?
Yes, and I have to just go ahead and say yes, he is a werewolf. What about Brandon Smith? What a fucking kind of little dog is he?
Can I ask a serious question? Is he actually funny?
Brandon Smith?
Yeah.
I've never seen him say or do anything funny. He licks some little kid's cheese, which I find really weird. That's why they call him the cheese.
Is that a euphemism?
You take it how you want, my friend.
Okay.
Because he's touted as the funny guy of rugby league and, he's hilarious. But then every time he does shit, it just seems annoying.
Liam Knight, he's the stand-up of
Jesus.
Funny as. Remember that time he sent you a video? That'll do.
I do. I'm still
We
traumatized.
should put that on, actually.
Souths to play the Roosters this Friday night. Souths is 0-2.
Yeah.
Big game.
Yeah, it's a huge game. Huge game in the context of things, and we're always up for that. Have you seen the teams yet? I noticed you had them up.
I will do some investigation. What
what's
are you
your-
after in particular? Changes?
Yeah, I want to see wings, centres, and halves.
Fuck, I'd
For-
love some wings.
For a long period there, you guys were just I'm sorry, but you've got that same backline movement still. And
Works, mate.
well, it didn't work for about 60, 70 minutes of the game. And the tip-ons, what's with the tip-ons?
That's
Just
Latrell.
constantly just tipping. Every pass was a tip-on.
Same team, you've just put Jackson Paulo on the wing and Tano Milne in the centres.
Right, okay. And who's on the bench? Is Kalo made it to the bench? Because
Nah.
that kid is...
Jacob Host, Havili, Tom Burgess, Liam Knight.
I hope he plays. He's great for the game.
What about Cheekham? Give Cheekham a run, man.
You saw Cheekham on the holidays.
I did.
Stalks Cheekham.
yeah,
he's,
he
you know,
did.
he's seen Cheekham way too many times.
Yeah.
I like him as a person. As a football player, nah.
No? Don't rate him.
Not interested. No.
You rated Havili, though. You've been
Havili was
speaking.
good.
Yeah.
Is that
I
a
thought
type
it
of
was good.
cheese?
Huh?
Havili? Is that a type of cheese?
It is.
Havasi?
Is it?
No.
Smelly cheese, yeah.
Very good.
Bellamy, that was his 500th game. Come on.
Oh, Vossi,
The-
get off his cock.
Yeah, but I'm about to. No, I was going to say I'm
Get
about
off
to get
it.
off.
Yes.
But come on, mate. The success rate, he's got to be probably up there with the best coaches, top 3, maybe number 1.
Maybe number 1.
When he retires, surely there's going to be some rich guy there who's got millions that just, I would hire him as like a fucking life coach and have him there constantly. First thing in the morning, wake up call, there's Bellamy.
No way you need that. You need a life
Critiquing
coach, but not him.
everything.
Can you tell me how you can afford a life coach, but you
I'm
can't
just
fill your
saying
car up
if
with
I-
petrol?
I'm siphoning.
Yeah, you might have to siphon your life coach a bit too.
But like, it would just be what a life. Like, you'd just be on the ball, mate. He'd be critiquing everything.
Oh, look.
Your dinner making, put more salt. Your love making, he'd be there.
More salt,
Fix everything.
more assault,
Less cheese.
less Havili.
He's a wonderful coach, and
Wonderful.
yeah, of course he is. Come on.
Yeah, he's good. No doubt.
I know the only thing that's going to ruin it.
Results business, right?
Well, he
Yeah.
hasn't coached in another team. That's the only thing that's going to ruin it. But he has gone through rebuild after rebuild, losing the best players in the comp and then just rebuilding.
Oh,
other
man,
good
they
players.
get all the best players anyway.
And Bennett, you South should just do reruns with Bennett. Just get all the footage from
I'd
last
be
year.
stoked if they did that.
I kind of blame Bennett for Cookie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Played him too much, man. I think he's just completely
Really?
50 tackles a game for years.
I
Too much.
want Cookie to sign with the Dolphins, and he can just go now.
yeah.
I don't think he's offering anything.
You've turned on him hard.
Well, look,
You played him,
had one good
but you
year.
worn him down. You just played him so much.
Worn him down to a nub.
Yeah, he's half a nub at best.
A lot of
Yeah,
nub
hasn't
talk.
been good.
A lot of nub talk.
He's every game last year, games you're winning by 20. Cookie's out there the whole game. Just wasn't. Wayne Bennett's got a history of wearing down clubs and wearing down players. When he leaves just
We'll
a
see what
flaming
happens.
wreckage behind him.
It's fucking round two. Round two. I'm not.
Yes. Still optimism
round
there.
2 in the post Wayne Bennett era, and you're 0-2 with
Yeah.
the Roosters on a Friday night, and your gun hooker is like on the nose.
We'll beat the Roosters.
Not
I
this
don't think
round.
you will.
Yeah,
I don't think you will.
Put your house on it. Both years.
Yep.
Put your
don't.
put your houses on it. You look like fucking Brandon Smith. You know that?
Oh,
That's
you've
does, doesn't
said
he?
that a
He
couple
does.
of times.
You
Don't.
fucking grow a beard or something because I don't like the way you look anymore. Your physical appearance I find offensive.
Oh, well,
You
I
think
think
you're
I'm more
funny? You think you're funny too,
I
don't
think
you?
I'm funnier than Cheese. I reckon I am. And you know what? We should go out, Cheese. I'm going to call him out. Instead of a fight, we'll go out night out. I just want to see if he's funny. We'll go out. We'll kick on somewhere.
I can see the newspaper now. Cheese and his brother who is living with autism, as they say.
She's has had a few issues with the powder of late. I don't think he needs to be
Yeah,
going
but
out
you're the
with
last
you.
fucking person he needs to be with.
Kick on, Cheese. Let's go.
Kick on, cheese.
You are listening to Balls Out No Flops, Japan's #1 rugby league podcast.
赤い夕日に
With your hosts, Larry Floyd, Morton Paragon, Ray Carney, and Jimmy the Hen.
死んだ奴らにこもり
Get them onside!
こもりうた
Saints 16, Penrith 23 tries each. Kickout's 100th game. He scored 2 of the 3. I actually think this was the game where Penrith started, even though they won, I think they started missing Cleary a bit in this one.
Yeah,
Because they were 3 tries up after, they didn't score after the 33rd minute in this game, apart from penalties.
Yeah.
So they had 3 tries. 1 was a touchdown from Kickout. The other 2 were during Jaden Sewer's sin bin.
Yeah.
So that's their 3 tries. It was 6-6 when Sewer went to the bin, and they looked a bit directionless in this game, Penrith. They won
rudderless.
Good
They still won.
Yeah, good teams win, bad games, but
Can you imagine Cleary coming in now, round 3 and 4, when you've had all wins? That's going to give them another lift.
Yeah.
That's just going to be insane, mate.
He returns against us.
he returned.
Is that the week after Roosters?
Yeah, so it's a...
0-4. Ooh.
Yeah, well, I penciled us in for 0-4. I actually penciled us
You
in for 0-4.
Demetrio.
But,
Gone.
nah. But I reckon we'll beat the Roosters.
You did it again. We're talking about fucking South.
Well,
You
just
started
quickly,
it,
it's just
Cheese.
Superpower.
Sewer, that's another bad.
Yeah, it's a big loss.
That's massive. And is it too early to talk special boy? Because I feel like he could be my special boy.
Sewer?
Or Payne Haas, one or the other. I don't know. No?
I don't think you're man enough for Payne Haas.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
that's
special
why he's
boy.
my
It's a lot of special boy. Like,
he's,
You got
yeah.
nowhere to put that special
But
boy.
Sewer's great, and that fucking sin bin was atrocious. That was pathetic.
killed him.
That happens in every game, and it's a penalty. All of a sudden, because the guy stayed down, they put him in the bin. Come on.
Come on.
And it ruined the game.
Yep.
It ruined the game. They were coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
Big week for Georgie Burgess.
George,
well,
what's
go there.
the charge?
Well, first he came on the field in this game for his Saints debut and nearly took someone's head off.
He came on the field.
Yeah. Looked like Christmas in July. And then... he's
Charged with sexual touching.
sexual touching.
And I've said this 100 times. He needs to change his tackling technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of that as soon as I heard it yesterday. Thought, I'm gonna keep that.
Has he gouged someone in public?
I think so.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he loves a deep gouge.
He does. Maybe that was his sexual touching.
Saints got anything?
I think they're hovering in the 8. It's just, again, too early to tell, but I think there's a lot of Saints fans that are excited. But we'll see.
We'll
They're in the
see.
top 4, right?
They
Well,
are at
they're
the
1-1,
moment.
so we'll see.
They had that game, man. They came back,
Yep.
and it's horrible that the referees got involved. And I don't know, they got good backs. We've talked about it before, but they seem all right. Benny Hunt is looking for the season of his life.
No,
this is it. He's matured, mate. He's like the soft fruit at the fruit and veg store. Yes, the first pick, mate. Eating.
There's a Ben Hunt hanging on a tree. I'm not picking it.
Nah.
Leaving it, man.
So drag
Even
to
if he's
6.
soft, ripe.
yeah, nah.
Right.
That's the worst kind of
You're
Ben
right.
Hunt.
I think he could be having a really big year this year, and I can't wait.
Shut up. Next game. Roosters 26, Manly 12. This was like 22-0 at half time. This was just an
Yeah.
absolute freaking blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
5 tries to 2. Sam Walker and Luke Keary killing them.
Manly haven't got much.
Last year they started very slow as well.
They lost 4, right?
This is 2 games, same as Penrith in round 1. Their first halves have just been trash in the first. They're just asleep.
Yeah.
Is it Desi? Is he lulling them to sleep?
What's he doing? What's he doing to
Just talking
do that?
to them.
Too much?
Speaking.
Yeah.
Addressing them.
They're just exhausted.
He's got a very monotone voice.
He does. And he's just like a budgie. He's just fucking
Go out there and
talking, just gibberish.
Do something. Footy. How good's footy? Get out there. That's it.
Get out
Turbo
and
versus
play.
Teddy. No contest.
Do you think the
Yeah.
SCG Do you think the SCG had something to do? Because it's the most revolting stadium ever, and I can't wait to put an end to it. Because teams do go there, and it's a void, mate. They
got lost? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's terrible. And like remember the Super Bowl this year? What about that stadium?
Yeah.
That was incredible. That was just like amazing. And that's what we need to do. We need to get out of these cricket stadiums.
Fucking thing cost $6 billion. We're not getting that.
What would you have in your stadium?
Me?
Yeah.
I would have a thing to put my beer in.
Yep.
I would have
Entitled to
beers
that.
delivered to your chair.
Yep.
I would have, if you're a season ticket holder, they should know what foods you eat and what you drink and
that's
when
a
you
thing,
want
isn't
them. And they should be delivered to you.
Even just the KFC in the stadium.
Yep.
Can't they do that?
Hey.
They advertise it fucking
Why
every
haven't
second.
fast food outlets come into
Exactly.
stadiums?
Oh, here we go.
It's Desi's halftime talk.
I reckon, like, I'd also want like a change the channel feature on the big screen if your team's losing. So just the screen just starts playing something else.
Like what?
I don't know, like
Bob's
a rerun.
Burgers?
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
What statue would you have at the outside of your stadium? If you were to design a stadium, they all have a statue.
When I was a young man growing up in Maroubra, there was a girl, beautifful girl, and she was only 15, and her name was Ronnie.
That's your statue?
So I can
Let me get to that. She used to make herself available for the entire Roosters first grade team.
Oh, jeez.
Right? And I mean, and she was beautiful, really nice looking chick. I mean,
Ronnie Palmer.
could be. It could have turned into. But yeah, that's who my statue would be Ronnie.
So I didn't see that
Because
coming.
she has put a lot into football, a lot more. She sacrificed more for football than anyone I can think of.
True.
I was just going to
She had a baby, and they called it East.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hope you're listening, Ronnie. It's a statue. I'd have Stewart on fucking horseback, kicking up with Trent Robinson in one fist, throwing him off a fucking edge of a cliff. That's what I'd have. Bit of war there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
We're talking
That's
Ricky
great.
Stewart.
Ricky Stewart on horseback.
I'm done with Ricky Stewart.
Oh,
See what he did yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
What did he do yesterday?
You don't know?
No.
Well, he was in Sydney yesterday. Surprised you went there to see him as a character reference
should have told
for
me.
John Barilaro.
Oh, really?
He's a great guy.
Fuck me, dude.
Fuck you and fuck too. All right, Roosters bounce back hard. They got Souths this week. Manly have got the Dogs.
That's a big game.
I feel a thumping coming for the Dogs.
Do you?
Yes.
South will win, Manly will win.
Manly can't go 0-3, and last year they destroyed the Dogs.
Yeah, but they went 0-4 last year, and Manly, they're the.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll give you guys a bit more credit.
Desi, wake him up, mate. First half, game's over by first 40 minutes. 2 weeks in a row, you can't do it.
What they need to do for their warm-up is play 40 minutes against someone else, against their reserve, and then come out.
Yes.
And then they'll be ready, right?
Yes, and then I'll be bad in the second half.
Yeah,
but
well,
we would have addressed the first half issue, and that's
Exactly.
what we're trying to do.
Bit by bit.
Right
That's
now.
how we fix things here.
Then we think, once we've made that, we say, right, now what do we do with this second half? Because they're really tired.
So, yeah, Tommy's fucked. He fucked me in Supercoach, man. I've got him as my captain. He's getting.
You shouldn't
He should be
have
getting 300 or 400. He's getting like 70.
Yeah, but you know, mate. They can't follow up a great year with another
Keep
great
telling
year.
me that.
Yeah,
but I have done that personally.
You have?
I have. I've backed up great
I've known
year
you for a
after
while,
great
mate,
year
and
after
it's
great
just
year
been
You're
after
confused.
great year
You backed up shit year.
after great year.
It's been nothing but a decline, mate. Ever since that, your peak was just before that scooter ride. Remember the scooter ride down the hill?
I remember
And
that.
you came back with a bloody knee. You've gone downhill since
I
then.
had gravel in my palms too. I'll have it.
You
known.
have nothing but downhill from that day, mate. I'm
And
telling
gravel on his palms and his knees.
All right, we're going to get to some emails here.
Good tune.
Yeah,
Great
it's a great
tune.
It's from the German. What's it called? There's a my missus will know, Mrs. Floyd. It's a German CD of German 60s TV ads. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's from a shoe ad.
I would have bought.
You would have bought it.
I would have bought the shoe.
Oh, the shoe.
Hear that music?
It's
Put the shoe on the
shoes.
screen.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I know.
That's all good.
Oh my God.
Only need one to put it up your ass.
What am I looking at now? You transition, haven't you? You're hitting 50 and you've just realised all these years my dick's a pussy. You've been shoving things up your fucking
I
whole
wish I realised that earlier. I would have saved a lot of money.
Yeah. And you could have made a few bucks too. Down in Saigon Alley. Can I now? Shall I?
Sure.
So, I'm going to say hello to Jimmy Miller.
Jimmy
Miller.
Jimmy Miller from Port Macquarie.
Hey,
He was the one that cajoled us into returning.
he did. Champion.
He did. And anyway, he sent us an
How
email.
could someone called Jimmy Miller not be good?
Yeah. That seems like a top
Like,
bloke.
is it possible that someone with the name Jimmy Miller is shit?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think.
Well, he
I
says...
think you're about to tell me why.
No.
It's a solid name.
He works
It
at
is,
Southern
it is.
Star Windows in Port Macquarie.
Southern Star Windows.
See, we reach far and wide. Our reach is just far and wide out into the hills and dales of New South Wales.
I need a bigger window in my bogger. I'm not happy with the size of my window.
Yeah,
got a
really?
window in
There
your
never
bottom.
is any big windows in toilets, is there? There needs to be
That's
more
where you need the
windows.
biggest window of your house.
I took a shit in a hotel in Thailand, in Bangkok, and the whole thing was mirror. So
How
I'm
good's
sitting there
that?
just looking at the
Oh, not a
city.
mirror. That's a bit far,
No, it was a
mate.
window. But I'm just sitting there looking at Bangkok while I'm dropping a few friends off in the pool. It was so just...
Was it liberating?
It was
Like a king.
liberating. It was
Like a king,
relaxing. I was fucking ordering meals in there. I didn't want to leave.
So, okay, well, while we're on the topic, best shit. I did one
It's normally on someone's desk.
when Mrs. Floyd and I were in Vienna in Austria, and we were in this Hotel Marion or something it was, small bathroom, and if you don't know, over in Europe, they got these shelves, these shit shelves.
Yes. Yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
hate the shit shelf.
Let me
It's-
bring you around.
Why have they got it?
I don't know. I think
I don't want to look at it. It's supposed to go in.
I did a post 32-hour flight shit on the
they're
shelf.
always
Oh,
horrible.
yeah.
And
The ones
Mrs.
that
Floyd's
just...
going, I need to use the bathroom. Do you mind if I tingle? I said, nah,
Fuck
please,
it.
go ahead. I jumped in the shower and she just screamed from what I left. It's like a fucking Great Dane broke in and shat on the shelf.
Do you shit on planes?
I try not to.
No.
I don't think I have.
No, that's... You can't do that, mate.
The flush is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
you know people are going to be waiting outside as well on a plane.
But-
you know that's going to
That's
happen.
But it gets ejected onto someone, which I kind of like. Anyway, Jimmy says, shout out to the boys at Southern Star Windows in Port Macquarie.
Oh, yeah.
Lads.
Would be even better if you could put some shit on the big chief Jade, Jade, who was a Manly supporter.
Where do you start with that?
Big Chief Jade.
Big Chief.
Now,
I'm more likely to say Jade.
Chiefy.
let's start with Big Chief. I mean, Larry, you've done time.
I have.
Myself and Ray have only been in lockup, but you've done
Yeah,
time.
I
I've
And
done
Why
serious
not?
time.
there's two options with someone who's called Big Chief. They're either Big Chief,
Yeah.
they're hard, one to be feared, revered, respected, or they're pretty much a bike rack.
Yeah.
They're just an absolute...
Big
Which one are you, Big Chief?
Yeah. It's like you got a big butthole
Yeah,
and it's ready to
there's
receive.
Big Chief. Yeah, it's ironic.
And Jade. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jade,
that's yeah.
Not to be politically incorrect. Where I come from, it's a girl's name. But
But
there's more. And he's a Manly supporter too.
Yeah, well,
Jimmy, I think you're
our teams are playing this week, Big Chief.
Let's see what you got.
See what you got.
All right. And Mick Jailbait McGinley.
jailbait, baby.
Mick Jailbait McGinley. That sounds made up, doesn't it?
That's great.
That's a Simpsons character.
Yeah.
It's like the guy.
Snake's friend.
It's like the guy who came second in the audition to Bon Scott. That's what that sounds like.
Jailbait McGinley.
Yeah, we nearly had Jailbait McGinley.
So-
he didn't turn up.
Yes, he turned up. He was out the back rogering some chick in a panel van. Otherwise, he could have sang for ACDC.
However, jailbait, what does that stand for? What is your understanding of the jailbait,
well.
Iron Curtain?
It's interesting in a male, isn't it? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's for a male.
Jailbait, obviously this man is attracted to younger, much younger.
But
Boys.
he's the bait, though, isn't he?
He's not the bait.
He could
He's the
be.
predator.
Jailbait. He's the jailbait.
No, he's the predator.
Maybe they
He's
just
the
hang him
bait.
outside the window place. What's it called? And just young chicks just
Southern
come
Star window.
flocking to
Okay,
him. And they don't even know
okay.
what they're doing.
I don't think that sounds right. I just, to me, he's like in To Catch a Predator. He's invited a Girl Scout around with some cookies and fucking
Okay.
boom, the door gets kicked down and there's fucking
Okay.
cameras in his face. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing when I hear the name Mick Jailbait McGinley.
I wonder how old he is to have a name Jailbait.
It's good, though. It's great.
Anyway, so hello to you lads out there.
Yeah, good names.
Keep listening.
Keep listening. After that,
And,
hello. Sit down, Carney. Sit down.
clapping.
Holy shit. You know, they bombed you at Gallipoli.
The Earl.
The Earl is back.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if we played a Turkish anthem with the Earl stand up.
I'm sure he wouldn't know it. He'd just think it was some kebab shop music. Hello, lads. Sorry to start the season like this, but I have a complaint.
Good.
Unlike you.
Bring it.
The NRL is stuffed full of brilliant players, clearly more than there is in our Super League. Therefore, please, would you stop sending all your shit players our way?
That's not going to happen, buddy.
Mitchell Pearce. I'm going to Mitchell Pearce vibe here.
Send a few decent ones. It's not like you can't spare them. Are you trying to get back at us for all those years of transportation? I would say
Yes, clearly. For sure. That's why we sent the fucking Minogues over as well.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Neighbours. What do you think Neighbours was?
Hey,
Home and away.
You're upsetting Jailbait. I would argue that we sent you people who are far more upstanding citizens than the ones that we are getting. Please intervene if you can. So we'll have to see what we can do.
You know
I know what we can do. Go to customs and just fucking stop cunts from going through.
I'm fascinated with when they got here on the first fleet that first night.
Oh, you told me about this, didn't you?
Yeah, that's the real Australia Day.
Because they survived the storm, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they're on the boat for months. It's fucking awful, obviously. They offload the convicts and then everyone else just goes on a fuck fest the first night.
Yeah,
As
it was
you would.
it was a frenzy on the beach apparently.
Really?
So that's the first thing our Indigenous Aboriginal Australians saw.
Holy shit.
Maggie May getting cream pied and fucking double teamed,
By Big Chief and Jailbait.
honking on some fucking pink fuck sticks.
More than the eye could see, but scurvy-riddled ones. They were riddled with scurvy. And that's how they brought culture to this country. And we send you Craig McLaughlin, the Minogues, and
Mitchell
Peter
Pearce.
Andre, Mitchell Pearce, and Joey Leilua, and that seems like a fair exchange, Earl. Now I'm thinking about it.
Well, that brings me to our next
A
paragraph.
rest after that.
If you send us players like Mitchell Pearce, then you should at least have to take a few containers of nuclear waste in exchange. Would only seem fair.
Yeah.
Oh, we already did that.
I think
that.
so. Yeah,
We can dump it at a fucking
we can dump it
Brookvale.
at fucking
Brookvale Oval.
Melbourne. I was going to say
How
Melbourne.
about an exchange system? We'll give you Scott Morrison. You can give us that Princess Kate.
You like
good.
Princess Kate?
Yeah.
I don't like what she stands for, but I like certain things that she does stand for.
Would you care to weigh in, Jailbait? Obviously, exceptions will be made for players like Dukes, though.
Yeah.
He may be
well,
shit, but he's as entertaining off the pitch as he is on it, so he's still allowed. I think he should be knighted.
Sir Dukes.
Has he left the? I don't think he's ever left the country. Has he?
Dukes.
Maybe he
don't
got
think
arrested for going to fucking Lithgow. He's going to make it out in the country. He couldn't even make it to Lithgow. For those of you from overseas, Lithgow, just think of where you'd put all your undesirables.
It's that first place they stop in Deliverance where the boy plays the banjo. Hello to our listeners in Lithgow.
And our listeners in Deliverance. Be a lot better than some of the wankers who get that award. Please ask Morton to keep up the Duke stories.
Oh, yeah. You got-
Duke's interest. I don't know what to do. I've never had anyone interested in him.
Well, we got an insider in Orange, don't we? We got to see how he went.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Anyway.
true.
He wouldn't
We'll
be. I
do
mean,
that.
it takes a few weeks to warm up at Dukes.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
can't
it
get out
does.
there straight away.
It does. He's probably missed a couple of games already.
Say so.
Sorry. On another matter, I heard people booing Latrell Mitchell this week, and the commentators said it was South fans. Why was that? Maybe he ate all the pies in the ground. Don't they have a conditioning coach at South, for fuck's sake?
Cannot
I'm taking umbrage.
agree more.
There's umbrage there.
The Super League is going pretty good at the moment, though. Like, they've got a few Australian players there, and it seems like the games are going all right. They've got the shit refereeing decisions going on over there as well. I just see Duke's picture pop up here.
He makes his debut on Anzac Day. I mean, could you have a better day for us to go and watch Orange United play Peak Hill? Been to Peak Hill. Hello to people in Peak Hill and that big hole where they mined all the good shit out of. Anzac Day, Dukes.
Fantastic.
God.
You get a halftime tattoo.
He's just wearing his Cronulla jersey, I think.
First lookalike of the season, Morgan Harper looks like a young Carlos Santana, although I think Carlos Santana is a better centre.
I'd say so. He moves pretty well. Back to Dukes.
Thank you.
Earl, you'll like this quote just before we wrap up there from the the Parks Champion Post.
Oh,
God, I love them.
great rag. I read it annually.
Who said this? Woodbridge Cup President Andrew Pull. That's almost as bad as jailbait.
Andy Pull.
Quote, we always like having stars come back to the bush. I don't think... See, I thought I was going to say I don't think there's anyone more than...
Yeah.
But instead he's gone, I don't think there's anywhere more bush than places like Condobolin, Peak Hill and Canawindra.
Yeah. And I don't think Dukes is welcome.
I think it's absolutely terrific and everyone's going to be happy to see him. He might not just be playing, but signing a few autographs for the kids too.
Oh, is he playing? I thought he was coaching.
He's playing.
he's playing,
He wants to come back in the
mate.
NRL next year.
He's playing.
Okay, then we've got to go to that then. We have to. That's just fucking not negotiable.
Now, Andrew Pull, you don't want Dukes near the kids.
Drew Pull.
You don't want fucking Jailbait McGinley or Josh Dugan near children. It's probably Big Chief. I'll throw him in as well. You don't want these people near children. It's not what we do.
I wonder what he would play. Would he play like halfback? Yeah, would they give him
He'd be
the
in
top?
halves. He'd have to be in the halves. Right?
Yeah, you wouldn't put him out on the wing
You
or
could put
centre.
Dukes on there.
Wither on the vine out there.
All right, let's move on.
Anzac Day ceremony in Orange, followed by Orange v Peak Hill. Could you think of a better day? Eh?
I think we're ambassadors for the bush.
I mean, that is as good as it gets if you got nothing else to do. Sharks 18, Para 16. Nico Hines kicks conversion after the siren to win, after Matt Moylan put Teague Wilton, there's a good quarterback's name, or
Yeah.
maybe a linebacker,
That's
over in the 80th minute. So basically Para are up and Storm go home. Sharks go home on the siren. Discuss. Can we start with Toby Rudolph in the crowd
yeah.
What did he do?
after the game? They're all
Like
going around
jumped in the
high-fiving the crowd. He just goes in the crowd.
Yeah,
Jumping
okay.
around.
He seems like that type of guy.
Fucking idiot. Are there no COVID restrictions anymore? He's just fucking hugging and kissing people.
That's true.
Mostly
Oh,
like
fucker. He bring
old
down the whole
dudes.
NRL.
Toby Rudolph.
Well,
Wormhole, that's what we're going
Shave
down.
his head, put him in stocks, and let fucking Big Chief Jade have his way.
You know who
Send him
was
over to Warrington.
in the crowd? ScoMo.
Fuck that guy.
Fucking hell, that was
It
embarrassing.
was embarrassing. It was like felt like a little kid, and my dad turned up to school. It was just like he was
Yeah.
getting everything wrong, mate.
Even the clap.
Yeah.
The
He was
clap was
clapping
wrong. He was yelling out shit like "spread it to the props," stuff like that, or "get him offside."
Yeah.
Shit like everything was wrong. Everything was wrong.
Tax Paramore.
Go the Sparkies. Shit like that.
Chicks can't play footy. Bit of that.
He just, it was so embarrassing. Was it a publicity style? I know he's been to games before, but fuck me.
He wasn't even facing the right way.
Nah.
He was facing the hot dog stand in the Forden.
And he was in general admission as well. I don't know what he's trying to play out there.
Does he go for a piss in general admission? I doubt it.
Oh, because he has to sit down. He's got a cock.
Even if you don't like him, you're still embarrassed for him the way he acts out there. Fucking...
Yeah.
It's like that rich kid that just tried to buy friends with lollies, you know?
Yeah. I don't think they let him into the dressing room at the end as well. He was sort of poking his head, looking in. He's like, can I come in? But they shut the door.
Yeah. He was looking,
still playing?
he was looking through the glory hole. Putting his fingers through there.
Chad Townsend there, he's got a good Liberal Party haircut. Fuck stick.
The most scariest thing I've ever seen in my life after the game, Cam McGuinness.
What's the story with his Barry beef?
Did you see him? But even his skin colour, mate. Is he all right?
He looks like the lead singer of the Pogues. Remember the Pogues? He looks like him, and that was a lot of substance and alcohol went into that.
Fucking.
He looks like a fucking 18th century gravedigger. That's what he looks like.
I'm using him as a parenting technique, mate. Every time the kids do something wrong, I'm just showing a picture. I'm like, do you want to end up like this?
Do you want to see? Do you want to see real daddy?
Yeah. If you don't brush your teeth, have a look.
This is what happens.
You don't go to bed. This guy's coming over.
Yeah, he looks horrific, didn't he?
Oh, he's bad, man. Like, he's got to get that. Why? You telling me he doesn't have money to fix that? Why is he?
Well, he's saying he's going to get his teeth fixed after.
Is that
football.
the Fergo? That's the Fergo, but he hasn't fixed his nose yet.
Nah. He's shopping himself around, Fergo.
Of course he is. What, the Comancheros or which one? Where's he shopping?
Comancheros. Banditos and the Finks. The Finks have shown some interest. They're looking at his knees.
What's our take on Cronulla? Do we like him? Not the club.
Just same with the Dragons. I think they're just. I don't know yet.
Well, they're playing each other this week. That's Thursday
that's
night.
A good game.
That is
Nice
Thursday
from
night.
far, but far from nice.
Is that what they are?
That's
I
what
like
I
William
don't know.
Kennedy, man. William Kennedy's a cracking fullback.
Yeah.
He's good, man.
Yeah,
Like
he was
him
with
a lot.
Para, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah.
I
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Oh, it could be him. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think like the Eels haven't started well. They nearly lost to Titans, and the Sharks lost to the Raiders. So I don't know. I want to see them against good opposition.
You can't call form now.
When you watch the game this week, check out Dale Finucane when he runs out for each half. He runs out at the start of each half like he has to run through a wall, just running onto the field.
Yeah.
And then he gets about halfway out and there's no one behind him. And then he just looks lost. It's like, where the fuck am I? Which end are we kicking? What's going on?
It's like he wakes up in the middle of a game, isn't it?
Just every week he does it. Just slow down a bit, man. You don't have to. Take your time. It's all good.
What about Para?
I still have them in my top 4. I thought they were going to go really well this year, but it started bad. But I don't know what's lacking. They should have won that
Defense.
game.
Defense,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Man, both the edges on both teams were just pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
In my
Absolute
opinion.
rub.
No, not absolute. I'll go pretty.
I like Para's pack.
Yeah, they got a good pack.
They're a bit weak out wide.
Yeah.
And their halfback is questionable, both
Oh,
as a
fuck.
player and as a person.
He's another one that I know I've said about Hunt, but I think Moses could be in for a big year as well.
Shut up. Fuck. They're playing Melbourne down in Melbourne this week, so that'll test them.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a big one. And
Yeah.
they're a bit of a bogey team as
Yeah,
well.
that should be a good game. So, yeah.
You missed the game.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fucking Titans Warriors. Okay. Give me a second. I'll have a look
That's
at
it. That's it.
That's the wrap of
That's a
Titans
wrap.
Warriors.
No, this was good, man. Although,
was,
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you what's up with the Titans. They won this game 2018, but it's touch footy. It's touch footy.
Yeah, that's
First
the game I
half,
was thinking of.
That's the shit teams. That's it.
there's 7 tries in the first half.
Titans are in the top 4.
Yeah, but, they could... Brimson's good. They could just go on the wing. Watch him. Greg Marshew.
Marshew, yeah.
Marshew, he's fucking good.
Marshew.
He's a gun, man. He's all right. Now, the highlight of the game for me was it was pretty warm, but it wasn't that warm. And Warriors prop Matt Lodge threw up during the first half.
Yep.
Played 21 minutes for the whole game, so I'd pick him every week. Matt Lodge has to play the whole game.
Yeah.
And the Warriors trainers came over to tell Fox Sports that he was overheated.
I thought you were going to say drunk.
Fucking professional athlete.
I thought
20 minutes.
Yeah.
He's overheated.
So he's
seen
not
him?
sick?
Overheated. That's
That's ridiculous.
He's the fucking colour of a pink lab rat.
Yeah.
Of course he was overheated.
He looks
Any
like-
sun's going to kill him.
he looks like a very large Mr. Bigglesworth.
But did you see his vomit? It feels like a fucking cartoon garbage can. Had
Yeah.
fish bones and fucking beer cans and pizza
A
slices.
chick from the Bronx.
Rubbish.
fucking
Rubbish vomit
mess.
from a rubbish person.
If the Titans can tackle, they can be a good team.
Yeah.
If their backs can just tackle even half decently, the Titans can be
I
good.
call the defence from that game sexual touching.
Even
What I
like
saw on both sides.
Fafita was. Well, did he get hooked as well at the end? He wasn't there at the end.
Fafita,
Like, and they
Germany,
were playing for the game. Like
Yeah.
they needed him out
He
there.
overheated, mate.
This is ridiculous.
Fucking
These players.
overheated. Warriors may come last this year.
Hey,
If things go against them, like
things.
yeah, more things.
They're dead set last. That's locked in. That's a lock now.
Lock
If
it
you
in.
can put money on that.
Get on it.
What about there was a lot of
Well,
concussions in this game, and I think it's going to be a huge
They
problem.
came into the game with them. I think a lot of these guys.
It's gonna wreck games, man. Like maybe the players can have their parents come in with a permission note saying they could play on. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
If if they're not man enough to make a choice, get their parents to sign a note. Or what about like a 3-second rule? Like boxing. Boxing has a 10-second rule.
We need a more stringent concussion test on the side.
Oh, it's just shit. These players want to play
Well-
on, mate.
If my medical training
Yes,
is
anything to go by.
anything to go by, if they get hit once, they're concussed, right? But if they get hit twice, it brings them back. Right?
Or they don't feel the other concussions because they're
That
already
brings them back.
concussed.
I'm sure I've seen that in The Simpsons. Homer gets hit once, goes, all fucking cunty booby, then gets hit again, becomes a genius. Can we imagine if Matt Lodge became a genius?
No,
No one's imagining that. I see very dumbfounded faces.
can't
here.
do it. Can't help you.
And Kenty, I'm sick of him fucking harping on about this concussion. He's really pushing a fucking agenda with his concussion thing. He just won't have a barber. And we should send Kenty to do some fucking journalism in Ukraine. That's where he needs to be. Send him to Ukraine for a year and fuck off, mate. I've had enough of him.
I was thinking about Ukraine this week, and then I started thinking about Russia,
No.
and then I thought
Ended
to
up on
myself,
Pornhub.
after that,
how I
I thought to
usually go.
myself, who's some famous Russians, and which team would they coach?
Okay.
So obviously first. Now, you can pick a team, and if you have to switch around as we go, I haven't got 16 Russians because I left out Tolstoy and I left out Maria Sharapova because she's just coaching me. Life coach. Just grunting.
Jesus.
We'll start with Vlad Putin. Who's he coaching? I think I know the answer.
Storm.
Yeah.
100%.
I know under Bellamy, though. Under
No,
Bellamy.
no,
Bellamy's
no.
still. Bellamy's
You
telling
say
him what to do.
Bellamy's-
Yes, he is, mate.
Jeez.
You crazy?
He's not the tactician coach, I'll tell you that. 'Cause he'd
No,
fuck
he's
that
not.
up.
All right, Storm. So we got Vlad Putin.
Are we doing all 16?
No. We've got his brother Ras. Who's Rasputin coaching?
Rasputin.
Oh, wow.
I,
The dogs. The amount of pain that he's going to go through.
So I'm thinking the mess that Rasputin was, it's got to be the Tigers.
Yeah.
Tigers, yeah.
It's a fucking shambles.
Swinging that big dick around with that big pimple in the middle of it.
Yeah. It's like a fallen tree trunk in a jar, doesn't it? It's fucking remarkable. Google it. How about Gorbachev?
Gorbachev.
Ooh.
He'd be more of a like a player's coach, I think,
Yeah.
Gorby.
Yeah, but I think good defence. I think he'd have some really good defence.
I don't know. He
Tactics.
brought down walls.
Yeah, he did. The eels.
Eels?
The Eels.
The eels.
No, I don't
Living
know.
on O'Connell Street.
Well,
in
eels had the
Canberra.
flying wedge. Remember the flying wedge?
They did, but
I think
I'm,
that's a
I'm
real
worried.
Gorbachev thing.
I'm worried if he is it too far west for him with that thing on his head.
The
He
shit
might get
stain.
teased a lot.
Yeah.
We might need to keep him in a west at best. What about Yeltsin?
Boris.
He's fucking drunk.
Grappling with local oaf.
Oh, he would be.
But I think people would listen to him for the first few weeks. Do you know Yeltsin, when he was leader of Russia, his plane landed for an official visit in Dublin. and the Prime Minister and the President and the whole red carpet, they're on the tarmac, and the door doesn't open, and they're out on the tarmac for like an hour and a half.
Shit.
And then the plane just starts up and it takes off because Yeltsin was so pissed in Dublin.
Wow.
Fucking
He was
hell.
too pissed for Dublin.
That's pretty good.
And they just flew back home.
He's Canberra coach then. Canberra fucking
Fair
deal with that
enough.
shit all the time.
And just the one more, please, Larry. Indulge me. Who's Stalin coaching?
Penrith. It's got to be.
Is his jaw square enough?
Yeah.
It
I think he squares it up.
Stalin in...
Stalin in Penrith.
Where's the gulag then?
Lithgow.
Fair enough.
Round, fuck around, I fuck around. Yeah, fuck around, round, I fuck around. I fuck around, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, I fuck around. I'm getting fucked fucking up and down this fucking street. I gotta find a fucking place where the fuckheads meet. Those fuckers and me are getting fucking...
What's up, Carney?
We have to go through this game, don't we? The next game.
Piece of shit game.
North Queensland Tractors 26. Canberra Raiders, sponsored by John Barilaro, 6. What happened, Carney? 4
wasn't
tries
even-
to 1.
Dog of a match. They let the brand down. They've taken rugby league back fucking 10 years. Seriously, the amount of fans we would have lost with that rubbish. Like, Cowboys couldn't even score when we had 12 men. They scored off a ricochet. It's like fucking A-League shit. It was terrible. We lost fans, mate. I would demand a national apology from all the players involved, including the Cowboys. They have to apologise when they do something wrong on the piss. They have to apologise when they play shit like
Well,
that.
there's something wrong on the pitch.
And I think the Raiders and I just don't know what's going on. Where are we rebuilding? Are we not? All our backline's rebuilding. Our forwards aren't. I just don't know what's going on, mate. We're just in this weird fucking stage at the moment where we don't know if we're rebuilding or not.
You
There's
guys are
something
fucked.
between good
Settle down.
and
No,
rebuild.
no,
you
no.
can't say it. I can say it, but you can't say it.
Get fucked. You put shit on my team all the time, you idiot.
See, you're not necessarily rebuilding. There's an option C, which is you're just utterly shit.
No, it's 2 games in, first of all. We beat the Sharks, all right? That was just, I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it. Excuses. We had our 3rd string halfback in. It was North Queensland, stinking hot.
Yeah, it was a bit hot for you guys.
It was 2, we never play good up there. We just
Allsborough can't
don't.
go up there. Don't even take him next time.
Nah.
Like the Papali looked like a
Papa-
lost Sasquatch.
Yeah.
It looked like he wandered out of the woods into the
I
tropics.
couldn't. I would not get in a scrum with him in North Queensland.
Nah. There'd be
not
flies
going
and
near
shit.
that shit.
He was the first player to have a fucking haircut mid-game. Did you see that? He subbed off with long hair.
The trainer came out with scissors instead of water.
That's how unfocused they were. He was getting a fucking haircut on the sideline. He came back on, he had no hair. That's ridiculous. So they're going up there to get fucking haircuts. Where was the focus, mate? Where was the focus? We were just not on, man. It was just horrible.
Jimmy the Hand, another great Raiders supporter,
Yep.
came over and watched the game with me, and by the second half, we were talking Bitcoin.
Oh, good. Thank God you had someone to fucking talk about.
Jimmy
and
would
watch that.
talk.
Can I run you through your bench for this week's encounter against... this week's encounter against the Titans. You ready? Matt Frawley,
He's not on the bench, is he?
ex-Bulldog, was shit 6 years ago. Emre Gula, fair enough.
He's not been playing well
He's
at all,
fucked.
mate. He
All
keeps that same drop ball every game. It's not like he drops it differently. It's the same stupid one where he tries to play the ball quickly and drops it. You'd think you'd stop doing the same
Have
one.
you seen his eyes? He's from fucking Mongolia, mate. He's got hooded lids for the Mongolian steppes. He's not supposed to be playing football. He's supposed to be hunting wildebeest.
Playing that game with the carcass on the horses.
Exactly.
Corey Horsebrow's on the bench. And he'll be sitting beside not Ryan
far
Sutton, not Xavier Savage, not Sam Williams. He'll be sitting beside Adam Elliott.
Ooh,
That's a lot of dick on a bench.
There's a lot of dogs there.
A lot of
ex-dogs.
dogs and a lot of dick.
You know, I call him.
Oh, dang.
I just run out of things to label his ugliness. So I just call him fucking Halloween Horsburgh now. Just encompass the whole horror theme.
If they
Use
show that
Band-Aid was
bench
good.
and you get Horsburgh and Elliot at the same time,
I'm sitting on Elliot's lap. I told you about that shit I did.
why are Xavier Savage, Ryan Sutton, Sebastian Chris? They're decent players.
I think Sebastian Chris is it's too soon for him. He's a bit too small and needs to get big.
You're telling
Tomoko
me
couldn't get in the game.
Yeah, I'd take Sebastian Chris over Tomoko.
I'd rather Tomoko. He's a bit more bigger. I don't know. Sebastian Chris was just getting manhandled.
You got Valame in the centres. You can't catch a ball.
Valame is he's going to cause me a lot of trouble
I think-
in the future. I can tell he's going to do something stupid and critical part.
He should be parking cars at the stadium, mate. He shouldn't
He
be on the
should
fucking
be.
field.
From what I saw last year, Sebastian Chris and Xavier Savage are both better than your centres that you've got in your team.
I think
What the fuck?
Xavier Savage played well in the
You
first
say
trial.
Xavier?
He played
I
well.
don't think that's how you say it.
He played well in the
I like
first
it.
trial.
I don't like it at all.
The second trial, he got manhandled, and I think Ricky's just trying to be safe with him.
Well, you know why?
Trials, man.
Because
No-
before the game, he was playing his xylophone.
Yeah.
I'll be getting a text about this later.
It's just I don't know, mate. We're trying our best, mate. Not all of us can have
Shit.
fucking no injuries. All right,
What
we've got
injuries?
Don't
What
fucking stand up
injuries?
for him, idiot.
Who's injured? Who's injured? No one's injured.
Mate, we're playing with our third string halfback, the most important position for the last 3 years. Our dummy half's gone, Hodgson. Don't even get me started
Yeah,
on
that.
It's devastating.
Seriously, that's a huge
He checked
blow.
out of the Raiders anyway, man.
No, well, the times when he was playing in fit, 2016,
Yeah.
2019, 2017 and 18, he was injured those 2 years, and we did nothing.
Yeah.
And he's
Time
integral.
to cut your losses, mate.
Oh, he's gone now.
I'll tell you
You
the
have
problem
Cookie.
is. Kotrick, reject Bulldog.
Well, he didn't play on the weekend, so there's another missing.
Huira Naira, reject Bulldog.
He's good.
Frawley, reject Bulldog. Elliot,
Is this how this
reject
year's going
Bulldog.
to be? Me just trying to stick up for a shit team?
Why is
Is
he
that
sticking
what
up for him?
Sounded like that.
Why are you sticking up for him?
I'll tell you who won't
I'll
stick up
fucking
for.
turn the aircon on. I'm dying.
Hudson Young. He's getting my prick of the week. Now, I've never given prick of the week to a player in my team, but he's just fucking grub, man. He's more worried about being a grub than actually doing his fucking job.
Yep.
And he just shits me. I can't stand him, man.
Call him
We've
out,
got to
man.
Call him out. Prick of the week, mate.
No,
He's my first.
I'm talking station.
Prick.
Oh, you need to fight him.
Fight one of my own. Shit.
Let me read you an article from NRL.com 6 days ago. I'll just read you the first half a sentence. After a pre-season of growth and maturity, it was only fitting that Raiders back rower Hudson Young.
I don't know where they get this shit from, but I don't rate him. He's just I don't know. He just does stupid things on the field. And then you got Jake Granville, who looks like he should be handing out big issues in front of Woolworths. he's the guy that beat us. He went out there and he's scoring fucking tries.
He played every position last year. He was
Very
playing in the
good.
centres.
But seriously, he's don't fuck. We lost to the Cowboys with Townsend. And we made them look good. They scored 20. They beat us by 20.
You should just
What the
copy.
fuck?
You should copy this rant on a Xerox so you can use it next week.
I just don't. I don't know what. I'm hoping that was just a hot weather condition. They just didn't turn up, and it happens. It happens to most teams except for
For
the
the
good
best
teams.
of us, I've seen Larry Floyd wilt in the sun like a fucking daisy as well. Happens to
Was
the
it
best
Raiders
of us.
game too? Was it Raiders
the best.
game?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Knights 26 beat the Tigers 4. This was
Fuck.
unprecedented fuckness from the West Tigers, and that's
Yeah.
a big statement. 14-0 at half time. Benji said he thought it should be 30-0.
Yeah.
At 12-0 down, this is fucking... All right. There's a lot to take in here. Before
Go
the
on.
game, they say Tyrone Peachy, who's been there a week, is captain.
Yep.
But he's starting on the bench. So Mamalo's
Sorry.
captain because we have a leadership group.
What a
And
Schmozzle.
neither Mamalo or Peachy were captains last week because we're rotating, baby. We're rotating.
It is a schmozzle.
They're
man.
12-0 down, and Peachy just loses his mind, slaps the ball out of a guy's hand, gets sin bin. 10 seconds later, Dane Laurie throws a pass over the dead ball line. There's no one else fucking there, but he passed it like he was passing it to a person. He sees dead people. Then they take the drop out. It goes out on the full. 6 fucking penalties in the first half. I went back and analysed them. Everyone was
Terrible.
stupid.
Stupid.
Dumb ass shit. Tyrone Peachy is named captain, gets interviewed by Fox before the game. They say, "What's your role in this game?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Madge.
I think Madge has lost
Is it
control
Madge?
of the ship.
Mate.
Well,
It's
those
gotta
silly
be.
penalties aren't Madge.
Yeah.
There's no discipline, but.
Mate, he is in the last phase of decomposition, mate. He is like, he's literally like, there's going to be a doctor running up to him and going, "This guy's been dead for 2 years." He's done. He's done. He's like the
Madge or
life is
Tyrone
getting.
Peachy?
Madge, he's getting the life sucked out of him, man.
He's landfill at this stage.
He's
Maybe.
gone. He's got maggots crawling out of his eyes, mate. He's dead. Forget Madge.
Okay.
Jump
hard
before
to
you
come back
push,
from.
Madge.
And the Tigers players should be fucking trialled for murder, mate, because they're the ones who are
They're
fucking
killing him. Oh, they're not only killing him, they're killing all the supporters too.
Yeah, it's-
Friends of one of their supporters, and he's just dying.
Timmy Sheen should just get the team
Just
together.
step in, Timmy.
Well, get the
Timmy.
team together.
Tim Tam Timmy, they call him.
Looking good, Timmy. Saw you this week. Looking
He's
sharp.
always get the
fit.
team together. Go to Madge's house 4 a.m. Timmy, stand over Madge, pull your balls out, mate. Fucking teabag him, film it all, and tell him he's sacked.
Put it on
He's
TikTok.
done. Put it on TikTok, all the Instagram,
Turkey slap.
turkey slap. That's it.
They're
You're done.
Such a
See you later.
fucking mess. They're just a debacle, man.
I feel so sorry for the fans, mate.
How could
Yeah,
they
I
have got
feel a little
worse? Knights didn't have Ponga. Knights didn't have Clemmer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So the night's good.
They're all right. Their backs are good, man.
Yeah.
Their backs are good. Now that Mitchell Pearce is out, I
Their forwards are good
honestly
too.
mean that. Now that Mitchell Pearce is out of the fucking way, Clifford's really good.
Clifford's good, yeah.
They got good centres,
Yep.
good wingers. They're strong, man.
They got a good pack too.
If they can hold teams in the middle, they can score.
If they had a gun hooker,
I just,
like say Damien
Damien
Cook,
Cook.
who they could have for a bargain basement price,
how long have you got him for, by the way?
we signed him for like 5 years, I think. So
Oh my God.
I think we got him for another 6.
Hopefully he has some sort of beach accident while he's running.
Well, there is that shark around the area.
Yeah, tell him to go for a swim.
Go for a swim out, little bay, Dale.
Him and Madge.
Well-
Whoever survives plays on.
Not
and-
Lewis though.
Yeah, and what about Brooks? Well, they should just get rid of Brooks. They should just take his passport,
Brooks is
take
on-
his ID,
Hey,
get him on a
back up.
plane,
You think Brooks has got a passport?
Nah,
Drop him in
'cause
the
his
Amazon
head can't fit in the
somewhere.
photo frame. There's no way.
drop him in the Amazon somewhere, and then just fucking. It's going to take him a year for him to get back. At
10,000
least.
years from now, there'll be a fucking tribe of headhunters with giant heads. The irony.
Oh man,
Oh, they're fucked. But look,
the Knights.
it's the culture. They need to get rid of their fucking front office. That guy with the fucking, that young haircut, the
Yeah.
old fucking,
I think you're jealous of him.
nah, not at all.
I reckon you are.
Look,
You've
I'll give
seen
you
the hair
most-
he's got. You've seen the hip
no.
clothes he's in, and you just.
No, I would rather
despise
be
him.
naked and bald than fucking wear what that cunt's got on my head and on my body.
Brooks is having a dummy spit because he wanted to leave, but he's on 900k.
that's right.
He's
right?
on 900k.
Yep.
Can you fathom that? How much do you earn, Carney? And you work a lot harder than Bobblehead.
I was going to talk about stealing olive oil from kitchens, so I'm not even going to fucking talk about how much I earn. All right.
900k, and that's why he can't go. He's on too much. But he wanted to be Mitchell Pearce's replacement at Newcastle. He's out on the weekend getting thumped by Newcastle.
Yeah.
And he was
So-
just phoning it in, mate.
Getting reamed.
What your halfback does not want to play in the team. What that must be fucking training must be riveting. Like seriously, him turning up not wanting to pay. Is he sulking and shit or what?
Mate, I'd get rid of him.
course
I'll put
he is.
Jackson Hastings at halfback.
Yeah.
Dewey come back at 5'8".
If he doesn't want to play,
Yeah.
Get him out of there, man.
He doesn't want to play.
You can't tackle.
See you later.
he's not good.
Nah.
It's not like it's a
In fact,
loss.
You're quite shit. That's what you are. Very, very shit. Now, what about this thing when the Knights score a try and then they get in a circle and Dane Gagai in his leadership position leads a deep breathing with the eyes closed.
Oh, they've been doing that.
They
in a few
inhale the fumes of Newcastle into their lungs, and the smell of fucking
HP.
Sayafidi arse. They just sniff
It's
it
working.
in.
Work.
Like it.
It's working.
Should we be doing this in just everyday life?
I think so.
Should everyone just
except for
take
the
a moment?
arse, maybe.
Should everyone just take a moment during their day and just breathe a bit? Just breathe, man.
I'm breathing now.
The the Knights, like the stadium, it was packed. Like, it's so good to see. They are rugby league. Newcastle is rugby league. Like, seriously, what a town. They love their
You
football
shit me
there
so much.
But what they do, mate, have you still, like, the crowd was packed, mate. You're not going to get
No,
that at a
that's
Roosters
true.
game. You're not going to get it at a Souths game. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we'll get it this week, mate.
No, you won't.
South v Roosters.
They were sitting in the sun. Did you see those poor people sitting in the sun?
Yeah, that's fucking
That's
insane.
dedicated. They love their footy, mate. So good on them. They're going
We have
well.
the grand final in Newcastle, is that what you're saying? State of
Might be
origin,
an idea.
Newcastle?
Yeah.
Raiders, Newcastle?
They deserve
National
they deserve
capital, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I still think it's still early. Like, I think Tigers were way off. It was just one of those games, and Knights played the Roosters, who were way off first round. So I'm still not convinced on the
no, me
Knights
either.
yet, but we'll see.
All right. That wouldn't have been good.
I would have come up with something.
Yeah.
Stop dancing.
Now Netflix seconded this music.
Seconded?
Well, not
You're
Netflix.
listening to Balls Out No Flops. Email us at ballsoutnoflops@gmail.com. Netflix have used that music in a movie called Cop Shop.
They did.
That's
And
good.
they didn't even email us about it.
No
Netflix.
email from Netflix. Not that we wrote it. It's from
Netflix.
Didn't
it's from
we? I thought we wrote it.
from Magnum Force. Mordo, last game.
All right, good. I want a good 1 hour analysis of this game,
Oh,
mate.
fuck me.
I like your attitude.
Go, come on, mate.
Broncos 16, Dogs 10.
We upset. You look upset. Sorry,
I
mate.
was, because we're up 10-4 and we
should've won.
we were kicking their ass. And then Herbie fucking Farnworth, you know what that was? We've gone through the
Farnsworth.
rule already. I think it's Farnworth.
I know it is Farnworth, but I call him Farnsworth. He doesn't get to dictate what I call him, okay?
No, fuck him.
He's Farnsworth.
Yeah, if you're depression, you're a name. That looked like a guy who's stolen a lot of handbags off old ladies in his time. That's what that looked like to me.
That's why he runs fast.
Yep. Did you see that? Just reefed it out of Braden Burns playing the role of old granny.
Which he did so finely at South Sydney.
Brilliant. Epic performance.
But
and
that's
he
what
ran away like a fucking, like he stole someone's
Like
VCR
a
in the
criminal.
80s.
He was like
Criminal.
when the Endeavour arrived
Yep.
and cunts were just, well, actually the convicts weren't on the Endeavour, were they?
Nah.
But anyway, other cunts just
The serious.
not so serious. But that's a fucking strip rule again.
Yes.
Oh, it's terrible. This
Burns, who has been my personal demon for many years, but
Yes.
now he can become yours.
Thank you.
I'm happy to hand him over. He was tackled. All right. He's got 3 guys on him. He's on the ground. That's a tackle.
Yeah.
The rule book says if a defender has one hand on you and you're on the ground, that's a tackle. So how can 2 guys peel off while he's on the ground and the ball be ripped out?
completely wrong. Wrong decision.
Fuck that rule off, NRL.
It's so easy just
bullshit.
to get rid of it. Seriously, it's so bad, man. It's not fair.
Make
on
it
the
just
attacking
one on
team.
one.
Yeah.
Completely one on one. If that can happen,
And how
that's
good
it.
would that be? Like a defensive player running there trying to rake the ball one on one. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
To see, but it's just bullshit. It's a dog act.
Wrecked my weekend. Just that one moment. Had a good weekend up to then.
Yeah.
Wrecked it.
Renault was good, I thought.
Yeah, because he runs to the line, mate.
He runs at the line, he steers his side around, he puts in nice little kicks, he fucking defends. Why would South need a halfback like that?
Nah, I wouldn't think so.
You were getting Milford though. Come on.
Well, we didn't even end up with him.
There's several problems with the Dogs. They're getting better, obviously, but one, Jade Knockenball's the worst player in the NRL. I defy anyone to find a worse. If you think there's a worse player starting every week in the NRL than Jade, he doesn't do big hit ups.
Where do we start?
He can't run fast.
He doesn't do any hit ups, does he?
Do you remember?
He's big and slow and does nothing.
Do you remember the Foxtel sound guy that had dreadlocks?
Yep.
He suddenly disappears. Knockenball suddenly starts playing.
Jailbait Ockenball.
Yeah.
Then Jake Avarillo, get back to the park, mate. Like, you're not good enough.
Get behind the bushes.
That's
Yeah,
it.
there was some moments where you guys just needed to fucking just settle down, but you were still trying to hunt for points. It's just
Oh, there's some weird shit going on. We got Josh Jackson playing as a ball player. Like, not doing hit-ups. He's playing like a sort of pseudo-halfback. He hasn't got the skill for that. We've got Jack Heverington. He's our wide forward. He's not an edge player. He's an up-the-guts player. We got him running wide.
The guts.
Like he's a white, more violent kick-out. Like, that's not a thing.
Up to your nuts and guts.
Yeah, we just got guys playing just totally the wrong type of football, like out of position.
You need a good hooker. Someone that may have been a beach sprinter.
I gotta say, Marshall King's going all right at the moment.
Yeah.
yeah. He made that good break.
I don't know about... Yeah, he's actually running this year because he's got some okay forwards around him. But, yes, big game this week against Manly. A little worried. Morton's a little worried.
I think.
I reckon
this
you
is
guys
where
will.
this is where Tommy T will break out. This is where Turbo will.
Kills
Well,
us.
hopefully not. Hopefully you guys have done your homework and Gus Gould's got the
They
drones
don't
out.
We don't do homework, mate. There's
They're the kid at school. I couldn't do it.
no chance we're doing homework. Even when we get that chick to come in and she tells you you're not that special, I'm just sitting here to give you a hand, they still don't do their homework or their classwork. They got nothing.
Do you think Heverington's going to go in a bit more harder now that there's no more carryover points in the judiciary?
I hope
How
so.
good's that fucking change? Well done.
Although, what's his name's out for 2 weeks? Jackson Hastings.
Is he?
Yeah.
But not for carryover.
Nah, he looked like he's trying to plant that fucking guy like a tree.
Oh, yeah, the spear tackle.
You got a problem with that?
So the Broncos won. I think the Dogs should have won that. What about Reynolds' pass between the legs?
Yeah.
How
The
good
tunnel
was
ball,
that? And then
was great.
Staggs
Yeah,
fucking ruined
All he had to do was put the ball downstairs. He's in the open, not a defender around him. It was a stroll in the park, and he fucked it.
Worrying signs, man. 5 minutes to go. We need to try. And I look over during an entire set of 6, and Josh Adokar, who isn't really doing a whole lot for us, is just... We've got the ball, and he's bent over 2 double for the whole set. Can't stand up. He's exhausted. Like, he's obviously just bludging. He hasn't been training. Obviously.
Having a bludge on the wing.
Yeah, he's a bit of a worry for us because he can't do the hit-ups we need, and he just won't get the ball. He's not going to get the quality ball he got at Melbourne, obviously. He's just...
He's really taking on the leadership role, though.
Verbally.
He's like it's good though. You need someone out there talking. Yeah. Burton's been good.
Burton's a great player.
Yeah,
he's a great
good.
player. That's a great buy.
Towering bombs.
Yeah, he's just a rock-solid footballer in every way.
You just need a dummy half or a half just
Halfback.
to sort
Oh,
of...
I tell you, we got a dummy half for sale.
Yeah,
I'd
I
take
know.
Cookie as our halfback right now.
Oh, you would.
Happily.
Broncos? What about
I'll see what I
Broncos?
can do.
What do we
Well-
think of Broncos?
The main thing is they're putting in.
Yeah, Payne Haas.
He's
Reynolds.
he's an animal, mate.
Payne Haas is the best prop in the game.
Well, I
He
was
could be the best player in the game.
yeah.
Have you gone and look at the NRL site and then you go to the players and then they've got like little biographies and their stats, and Payne Haas is tackle efficiency is like 99%. That's crazy. He makes pretty much nearly every tackle he goes for.
Really?
That's mate, and he's a monster. And like a couple of years ago, he was getting into trouble off field, being an idiot and stuff like that. And I just feel like he's matured, and then he's just a monster. He doesn't stop. He plays like 80 minutes, mate.
So you reckon he's better than the Queen Bee and Sasquatch?
He's what Taumalolo used to be. That's what he is.
Yeah,
He's the new version of Taumalolo. He's unbelievable, man.
he seems focused. He's like
defensively top notch. He's hit up. He doesn't just do a lot of. He's not just one of those stats guys. Every hit up, he just bends the line, mate. Like the next play after his run is always an attacking play. He's a beast, man.
Yeah, he's fucking
it'd be
good.
great to have. Imagine having him on your side. It'd be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be your favourite.
Yeah, absolutely. You take your firstborn and, sacrifice to to him.
to get him in your team
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if he's in your team
easily.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing Talmalolo's undies over your head for a week in the sun
and holding my firstborn up to paint us,
You might
Yeah,
get
I
another
like the
premiership,
paint.
mate.
what could go wrong? Yeah, premiership. It's in the bag. It's in the bag.
I don't want to talk about that game anymore. It
Okay,
depressed me.
fair enough. So, I was perusing Reddit as I do, and someone had posted in one of the and asked Reddit, "What are some interesting names for ejaculation, for coming, for jizz?" And I got one person put a profound list up there, which I thought should be recited in churches and schools across not only the nation but probably the entire planet.
Do we still have our sting from the book?
Shall I look for it?
I love
Read
it.
it. Strong, good book.
God, I love it.
I wouldn't be able to find it. Anyway, so one person, one holy man, one saint, I would even say, put all these in one post. Chicken and cumplings. After a good start. Ball bath. Like vomit. Ball bath.
Yeah. Bubbly.
Sugarless cummy bears. There's a lot of food orientation.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Cream of meat.
Cream of meat. That's Payne Huss.
That's a
Payne.
Russian came up with that one. It's just so basic.
You like this? This is of our generation. Soylent groin. Dong Perignon.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Onward Jizchin soldiers.
It's just too much to.
And snake cheese.
Snake cheese.
So there you go. Fellas, if you're having trouble naming your ghost babies.
Trouble with the ladies. Throw a few of those.
Yeah. If you want to charm the women, start sending those instead of dick pics. Ghost babies was another good one.
You know what I'd like our listeners to do? I'd like them to tell us next week who the balls out and flops are.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Yeah, let us know. Get involved. Like, we've got the Facebook page going. We've Instagram. We've got YouTube now. The video. I'll watch that old video I've posted up. To play the balls in that game, it's just ridiculous.
They're just fucking.
I didn't know. They just kick it back.
It's
It's kind of mesmerising, that game.
Yeah.
Like,
But the thing was, they never dropped it.
No.
The balls would just come flying back from the play the ball, and it was perfect catches
Never
all the
dropped.
time. So there'll be more of that stuff going on, and we'll be doing some little best of clips from previous years as well. But get active on
Get
there.
active on all the socials.
Spread the word.
Send money if you want.
Send money. Yeah,
I
otherwise,
don't know where to. Just send it. Just chuck it out in the ether. Bitcoin.
it out there.
Send us some Bitcoin. We'd fucking love that.
apparently Harry Grant's got COVID.
Oh, you fucking prick. Couldn't have it last week.
Saved it
well,
up.
hopefully this is going to happen, and yeah, but they're going to change the rules soon. And
He's had too much chicken and cumplings. All right. Anything you'd like to sign off with, gentlemen?
no,
Send us a balls out or a flop.
Or money or Bitcoin?
yeah.
Some she don't, but I hit the call.